Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, where we are approaching the end. Yeah, you come to life, don't you? We are approaching the end of the game. Only bosses are left. Let us produce a symbol of the king and make our way to the finale. There should be 4 bosses. Somehow. There's gonna be like a group of 2, a 1, and a 1. Now, the last one we have not fought before. Because the last one is Aldea, the scholar of the first sin. The titular scholar. That was added in a patch into the original Dark Souls 2. It's interesting to think about how much... Jog, fatty! Ooh, hello. It's how much Dark Souls 2 just modified over time. Oh, and also, I forgot about the fact that I don't need to wear a ring of binding anymore. Now that I've received the king's blessing, like, I don't need to worry about going hollow. That's apparently what the blessing does. I was wondering what the blessing actually did, because, like, the way that the dialogue can be in this game is interpretive. So trying to understand exactly what the king was telling you can be tricky. Oh.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name. For I was born with none. I was born of dragons, contrived by men, by ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me, but they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
Also, and that's, I think, a great example of the kind of dialogue this game has. Like, the desire for kind of like a medieval-esque sense of speech pattern ends up with several phrases that aren't in common vernacular, like cousin, cozen, C-O-Z-E-N. I don't know what that means. Is that like covet, steal? Like, I generally, I guess it based on... Stop fat-shaming me for the distance I must travel to get to this boss room. Now, based on what I remember, you go there, you fight the first 2 bosses, and then you go straight to Nashandra. And if you lose against Nashandra, that's fine, because then you just start up from Nashandra again. Stay calm. But first, we will need to deal with this narrow precipice, for which the throne of want hides behind. And we've got 2 summons. We've got Bradley of the Old Guard, and Benhart of Jugo with his Moonlight Blade. Let's try this out. The Throne Watcher and the Throne Defender. Hello. Watcher definitely takes... Nope. Less hits. I don't know why I bothered dodging that swipe. Guys, you have to... I dodged directly into the hits as opposed to away from the hits. But that's okay, because in theory, I'm still... Yeah. I'm not hollow. I've just lost my soul. Okay. See, this is the part that I'm annoyed by. Oh, I don't have to put on the symbol of the ring of the king every time. That would have been annoying. I still have a distance to go. Let's use our shield. I feel as though the DLC taught me to not use my shield because everybody broke your poise. But I feel as though these guys over here are not the poise breakers. That I am relatively safe to have my shield up. But like nearly every boss in the DLC is big, giant boss with big, giant sword that just cleaves through your stamina in like one hit. I'm also going to use one of these Elizabeth mushrooms. Probably a little bit of a waste. And yeah, that barely... Like, that whole set of 3 attacks didn't really touch my stamina that much. Yeah, like, going from the hardest fights of the game to these two guys, it definitely feels like I've positioned myself to be relatively lazy in regards to the fight etiquette. Oh. Now you've got a fancy lightning sword, eh? Of course, when they're both attacking me at the same time. And that's what I mean, like, I feel myself getting a little lazy in regards to my fight etiquette. I need to be giving them more space. That way they're not standing right next to each other. Alright, let's get this door to start opening while we're fighting. That way we can save a little bit of time in regards to this trip. It would be really nice if this particular door could stay open. You know, let's actually swap out, yeah, we could keep that. Let's swap out that one for the 3rd dragon ring. Let's swap out... Like, the 3rd dragon ring has... How is that gonna help? Ooh, I think I'm actually... What else can I do to improve my roll? As if that's necessary at this point in time. Like, really, without losing too much. Or should I bulk up? Heavier on the armor. Like with this, what else do I have that's better? Like the Drake blood armor. I'm still at 54.9%. Still at 57.8%. And I look pretty sweet. Do I have any other fancy gear? The Drake Blood Gauntlets. Sanctum Knight Gauntlets. And that still has me at 59. Mad Warrior Gauntlets. I don't know, they kind of look dumb. These old Knight Gauntlets are still broken. I have never bothered to repair them. Okay, let's switch that. What kind of leggings can we get? Some charred lois gauntlets. Or leggings, should I say. Looks kind of cool. Some last minute armor changes just for the hell of it. And we've still got a pretty decent roll. Some last-minute ring changes, also for the hell of it. Can we replace the bracing knuckle ring? I kind of like that increased durability. That'll last at least the whole fight, so let's keep that. And let's try to do a better job at spreading them out. We don't have to always go in for the hit. Ah, I recognized your AoE. Ah, you got me with all three of those hits. Very rude for slowly dodging away from my attack. Oh my gosh. I turned around because I stopped targeting him. My goal was to stop targeting the one guy and start targeting the other guy, but I was moving away while I was untargeting one guy, and I had, instead of just switching targets. I wonder. I'll try it later. I was gonna be like, can I use like the magic upgrade, the magic sword, the magic weapon spell, and whether that would help? Like I just cast that before going into the area, but that would require me to go back to the bonfire. And I've already gone too far. We've already seen too much. It would be nice if this was slightly closer. Raises petrify, physical attack. What if I had two that raised your physical attack? Do they add on to each other, increases poise? I honestly have no idea. What it means for an enemy to lose stamina. We're trying to try that out against this enemy right now. Is that a smart idea? Probably not. Excuse me, I'm just gonna grab this. Don't mind me. I did not realize how close we were to the edge. Alright, so far so good. Now he's gonna lightening up his sword. And all I have to do is just hit him once. Hit him twice. Oh, or do they, does he get revived if... Oh my gosh. Sir, can you stop spinning? Also, we probably shouldn't be doing this right next to the edge. It seems a little dangerous. No healing for you, please. Ah. There we go. But unfortunately, I cannot leave. I must carry on. Oh, here we go. Here comes Nishandra.
Brave undead, you have proven yourself to me.
Ma'am? You're looking a bit thin, almost skeletal.
Be one.
And now, if I die against her, that's fine. I forget your moves. I know none of your moves. Let's back up a little bit. Heal up. Oh, is this an AoE of sorts? Yep. What are those? Oh. I think I know what those do. Those, will slowly kill me. I got it. I can see, Ow. How rude. Oh, you son of a... If your attack is so continuous, like, it should only do one hit. If it does another hit while you're getting up. Okay, let's get rid of the Ivory Warrior Ring. That did nothing. Ooh, actually, let's increase magic attack. Then... let's attune... magic weapon... Crystal magic weapon? I don't even remember picking that up. Let's also remove... we're not using a sorcerer's staff anymore. How is that against the dark? That is lowered. What do I have that's good against dark defense? Of course this is. Of course that's strong against the dark. What has good armor and has good resistance? The answer is nothing. What is the highest dark resistance I have? 39, 45. That is the bottom one, right? 45. So we got 38. $25, 28, 28 again. There's Grave Warden, or... what do I look like now? I have no idea. It honestly doesn't seem like I was taking that much more damage. For better or worse. And my roll is not necessarily any faster. For some reason, I was expecting my roll to be way faster. You know, why the hell not? While we're messing around, full fashion born, full fashion souls. There we go. That's how we're gonna fight the final boss. Will we survive? Probably not. But we will look fantastic doing it. I only wish that I found the Desert Sorcerer bottoms. I could only find the Desert Sorcerer tops out there. Sorceress. There were no sorcerers. Do I do the whole cutscene again? Or is it like a streamlined version?
Grave undead. You have proven yourself.
Okay. We don't need to watch the whole thing again. Alright. Why not join me here? Just slowly work her down. Make sure to avoid AoEs. Make sure to avoid magic. Oh, are you putting new waterfalls? That's fine. We don't need to deal with them. We were moving slightly to the left at a speed. You were unable to stop us. Okay, you were moving left to right. You were able to stop us. Oh, we got a third one in you. I probably should have realized that would be a laser attack. Cutting back to the boss. This run to the boss takes so long. You know, I also realized that I never bothered to actually use the crystal magic weapon that I had attuned. So let's do that. That is the X button. I pressed the X button. Let's grab our souls. I don't like the positioning of your waterfalls this time. It's okay. Is it doing more damage? It does look like. Let's heal up. Ooh, you're laser blasting nothing. I'm okay with that. And that's an AoE. Let's heal up. And there goes my crystal blessing. And there she goes. Victory achieved. Everything's happy. We've done the thing. Absolutely zero things to do.
Many monarchs have come and gone.
Oh no!
One drowned in poison, another succumbed to flame. Still another slumbers in the realm of ice. Not one of them stood here. As you do now. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
Ah. Why, hello! Also, this is, Oh, interesting. Interesting music choice. I like it. What are you doing, sir? What are you... Like, it's a very quiet and serene. Almost got me. Should I consider using magic against you? Alright, let's start running away. Alright. Nah, this tactic seems to be working well enough. Oh. Ah. Got a little greedy there, but I didn't have to pay for it. Okay, is that going to be a more... powered fireball? Okay, not particularly. Or are you just more protected now? Nope, nope. Oh my gosh. Was not paying attention to the edge. Back up. All right. It's not every day I beat a Dark Souls boss on the first try.
And remain here patiently. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. What do you want? Truly? Light, dark, or something else entirely?
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this.
What is the canon choice in the game? Is it to link the fire, or is it to choose dark? I actually don't know. If you know what the canon choice is, if there is even a canon choice. Like, there's always the option that you link the fire, but after you, someone fails. Who was the furtive pygmy? That looks...
Sovereign, take your throne.
That looks like a very uncomfortable chair.
What lies ahead, only you can see.
But huzzah! That was Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Also, I kind of like this song too, just from the first few notes. I feel as like going back to it after all these years, it's still not quite as good as its brothers, but like a lesser Dark Souls game is still a Dark Souls game. Like, it's still good. I feel as though it is slower. The actual pace of the fighting is slower than Dark Souls 1, even. And it almost kind of feels sluggish at points in regards to how long animations take to process before you can actually move on to other animations. It also has a heavy focus on traps. It really likes to try to trick you more than other Dark Souls games, to the point where you have doors that go to pits. You have Enemies constantly being placed so that they would pop up right behind you. But if you're looking for a Dark Souls game, if you're looking for a Souls game and you want a lot of content, Dark Souls 2 has a lot of content, especially when you add on to the DLC. There is so much stuff in here. Like, not every feature kind of works as what might have intended. The lighting system is probably the most popular one, but it's also something to understand is though, like, the lighting system and the game that they were trying to mash that together with, like, I don't necessarily think it would have really worked in the first place. Because, like, you look at Dark Souls, and Dark Souls is a game that functions very heavily on having a sword and shield. And if one of your hands is holding a torch, like, already it's kind of twisting the aim of the game. Like, every zone kind of has a thing going on for it. There are lots of variety to the zones. Eventually it just gets silly. It just gets dumb. When you get to, like, the lava zone and the fog zone and the poison zone, like, it just kind of feels like they're trotting out every different type of environment that they can before, like, reuniting with the plot. The DLC definitely adds a lot of the DLC embraces that strength, though, by having, like, 3 different areas that are completely different from everything that came before. But I think, like, what Dark Souls 2 really does is it has a stronger story than the other Souls games. It has a more coherent story, should I say. Who was the furtive pygmy? I don't know. He's mentioned in the intro cinema for Dark Souls 1, and then never mentioned again. So easily forgotten, I suppose, is the key phrase. But, like, here you have more characters referring to more regions that they've come from, more character interactions. Scratch that. Dark Souls 1 had more character interactions and quest storylines. This had more lore to build off of. And this is also the first time that I've played the DLC, which, I've got to say, the DLC is really, really good. But I would almost argue that you'd have a better time not doing any of the optional content. Like, the optional content for all of the DLC is kind of a pain in the ass. For Sunken King, it's not as bad. But for Old Iron King, it's just the Smelter Demon, again, but tougher. And the Ivory King is one of the biggest pains in the ass. Probably the worst area of any Souls game I've ever played. Ever. It's just bad. But no, like, I'm going a little bit off a tangent. Dark Souls 2 has a tremendous amount of content. So if you're just looking for more Souls and you're looking for more things to do and variety of stuff to do, like, there's tons of stuff, and there's a lot of interesting ideas. Like, the idea of being able to enter people's memories to experience different timelines is unique to this game. I just wish maybe, like, instead of just focusing on more places to go and stuff to collect, like, there was more streamline of that type of material. We maybe didn't need as many different zones, and if the combat itself was a little bit faster, like, everything is focused on just everything is kind of held back by your kind of sluggish pace. Eventually I'll play through Bloodborne. That is going to be next on the list of Souls-type games to go through. For now, got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.